freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Show your depth our account for Bronze to Mythic episode 5, like for real this time. Draft 5.
Waka waka.
YouTube folks, like, comment, subscribe. So please support the content. If you enjoy the show and you want to see Bronze to Mythic succeed, take that half a second, like the video, leave a comment, tell your friends, subscribe, and do all the things we got to do.
Oh boy.
All right, let's do this. Bloomburrow, let's get right to our draft. Chat is called Best Mythic in the set without making it clear what that was. And the answer is, it's not Dawn's Truce.
Still a piece of garbage.
It's a commander card and nothing else. So what do we got here? We got some mousies.
Should have stayed in your little hole, mouse boy.
Mousetrapper is fine. 3/2 flash, Valiant, tap things. And of course, we haven't been mice yet. And the mice mechanic is called Valiant.
You have fought valiantly.
It's all about targeting your opponent's, targeting your things with spells or abilities. That's a really big one too. I said it's very easy to target your creature with an ability, whether it's an equipment or an activated ability or whatever. However, it's a capped at once per turn, so no shoot in here. Trapper's Lion abilities tap a thing, which is pretty good, but like kind of a fragile body. We got Heartfire Hero, which is kind of a banger, honestly. 1 mana for a 1/1. Valiant, put a +++ counter on it. And then whenever it dies, deals damage equal to its powered opponent. That card's pretty insane. Really, really good in mice, obviously, but also good in red-black. The duo is good here too, but otherwise not much else. Just take the hero. Try mice.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We're so freaking lucky.
Oh my god!
Alright, well, we've had a pretty smooth sail so far. We had the one draft where we had to pivot from frogs to bats. That was tough. But
Prince Charming here got himself turned into a
for
frog.
the most part, have had like some pretty clean drafts. And looks like that will continue here. We just got past an insanely good rare. You see the numbers here off the chart. Whiskervale Forerunner. 4 mana for a 3/4. Valiance. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Reveal a creature mana value 3 or less. If it's your turn, put it in play. If it's your opponent's turn, put it in your hand. That's insane. Card advantage and tempo. Cards busted. Also just plays all everything you want to do in a mouse deck. We also got Jolly Gerbils here. Oh, nice. And it actually looks like Sammy and Burnsy too. And the Crab's pretty cool too for spells decks. Ambusher's a fine card also. Lookout's decent for frog decks. So kind of cool that we're passing a lot of cards that are not in our archetypes really. And we are just absolutely windmill slamming the Forerunner. I struggle to think what card you would take over this card. Because it does seem insanely good. But, hey, what am I? I ain't them, you know? So, going to pack 3, we see a rare here in Artist Talent, the class. Cast an art creature spell, you may discard a card, then draw. It's already pretty bad. Spells cost less to cast. Yeah, that's terrible. So, what else we got here? We have the Elder's pretty good. It's more of a rabbit, like green-white card.
Our little buddy's gonna get eaten alive.
But it's certainly just a good card in general, and more than playable. This is a weird thing that can target our stuff. But I think it's important in the mouse deck that you don't want to go too deep as far as these targeting thing goes. You want cards that are just mostly good. Cheap creatures, good tricks, and then you kind of go from there. We'll take the Elder here. Elder's certainly fun. Nothing great, but let's take Elder. And, oh, there we go. Now it's rabbit time.
Bring out the rabbit.
So, Intrepid Rabbit is, honestly, I think one of the best commons of the set. I called it my Bomben common in my set review. And this card is one of those cards that kind of just does everything. It's good on rate, where it's a 3/2, and, you know, pump a thing, or a 3/2 and a 1/1 pump 2 things. That's great, right? But this card is awesome in basically any deck, especially rabbits or mice, where in the rabbit deck you go wide, and in the mouse deck this is 2 Valiant triggers for 4 mana, which is insane.
USS Valiant.
We also got a Take Out of Trash, a Veteran. Some pretty good cards here too. I think Rabbit is just better than Take Out of Trash. Is that crazy? There's also Mabel's Medal, which is really good too. But I think the Rabbit is just much, much better. I'm taking the Rabbit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the removal spell is better. But the combat trick is kind of weird because, like, I wouldn't play like 4 of them, I don't think. I guess we would probably play a lot of that card, but it has diminishing returns, where there's no diminishing returns on the Rabbit. You're trying to cast this card every turn. So we can pass another Take Out of Trash, which is awesome sign. Also, Shrike Force, Might of the Meek, Carrot Cake. We would love a Might of the Meek. Shrike Force and Carrot Cake, not super exciting. Late Pawn Profit here.
Ribbit.
It's interesting. But yeah, Take Out of Trash is insane. And we're off to a great start here. We come to our first pretty interesting pick. So we see a Hop to it. And Hop to it, of course, is a really good... It's just a good card, honestly. It's just Horde Outburst. Obviously insane in the rabbit deck.
Hey, cool! There's a rabbit in here!
But not going to be as good if we're like the mouse deck. But still just really, really good. We got Veteran Guard Mouse. This card's like okay, but it's kind of clunky, honestly. You know, it just... You want to be playing like a spell and a 2-drop on turn 4, not a big creature. There's also a Plume Creed Mentor, which is the signpost uncommon for blue-white. But that's not really us, I don't think. White-blue is kind of open, but take Hop to it. I think this card's just pretty great. We could also potentially pivot, but we get past a Blooming Blast, a little bit of a Searing Blaze. I think this card is a little overrated because like the 2 damage might not kill everything, but it's just a Searing Blaze, which is great, obviously. Crumb and Get It's a fine trick. Provisioner is probably actually pretty good in red-white, where the plus muscle counter is always targeting a non-flyer, and it does the mice thing too. It almost feels like a duo, honestly. And then we have a Scribe too. Scribe, not very exciting. A Valiant trigger, it does not buff the creature, seems a little tough, so take the Blast. And pick 8, we see a Junk Blade Bruiser, kind of just a big dumb idiot.
But nothing's prepared you for a raccoon!
And then Wax Wayne Witness, which is a really good card, but like obviously not very good in our deck. We'll take the Witness. That's fine. All right, and then we table the Starforged Sword. 4 mana for a equipment, plus 3/3, and loses flying. Equips for 3, and then if you gift them a tapped fish, they get to equip for free. I don't know. I mean, we're not taking any of these cards, I guess, so we'll take it. I've heard this card isn't actually that bad, but all right. So Rabbit Response would be really, really good if we're going super wide with our Hop to It stuff. Pathmaker seems better if we're more of a straightforward red-white deck. Let's take the Rabbit Response. Lay Crab too, but I like the Pathmaker a lot, but I think this is more of an aggressive deck than a grindy deck, so take the Brew, probably won't play it. And we see, yeah, with some shitters, whatever, it's fine. So, all right, and then last pick down. Blue definitely super open, but all right, pack 2, what do we got? Pack 2, we open up a Portent of Calamity. Definitely Calamity. Builder's Talent, not very exciting. Repel Calamity is okay, but feels like a little more of a sideboard card. You know, Protect, pretty good trick, but not us. As far as red cards go, Pathmaker I think is fine in our deck, but not the most exciting. This on players is pretty good. This is just another repeatable Valiant source on a reasonable body, which is totally fine. Otherwise, nothing else really great here. I think Pathmaker is probably like a better card than players, but I think that we'd rather have players in our deck as a synergy piece. We already have some larger spells too, so don't have too many 4-drops. Yeah, we'll take the players. All right, I've heard good things, folks. I've heard good things. I was driving around yesterday listening to the Lords Unlimited and a little Limited Resources, and the word of the street is that Blacksmith Talent is actually really good. Usually, these sort of equipment cards are not very good, but this card curves really well and does a lot of really good things, and it's also especially good in the Valiant deck. So I'm very, very happy to give this thing a try. I guess it's also Banishing Light. Banishing Light's obviously always good. I kind of want to try a Talent, though. All right, we'll take Banishing Light. We can't draft down this far. This card seems pretty sweet, but like Banishing Light is the premium rule spell in our colors, so we'll just take the Banishing Light. Be a little boring. Sorry. Whoa! The Host.
That rabbit's got a vicious streak a mile wide.
With the most, Harvest Dry Host is insane. 3 mana for a 3/3. Another rabbit ETBs target creature with the counter, so I get a good mouse rabbit crossover. And if its second time the ability happens, we draw a card, which shouldn't be hard to do. At this point, we're like almost more rabbity than mousy. We only have three actual red cards at this point. So let's just keep taking the white cards that are good, and then we'll see if we want to pivot or not. But yeah, Host is great. We know one thing: we are white, and the white is working out pretty well for us. Teapot Slinger. 3/4 Menace. Expend 4, deal 2. Whatever. Banishing Light's great. Just slam Banishing Light and call it a day. Pretty easy game.
Yeah.
White is open, and we are white. All right. We finally have a choice to make here. So, Ramble Guard Captain is pretty sweet in the Valiant deck. Just a way to target your stuff over and over and over again. Pump small tokens, pump small creatures. Just pretty good card, honestly. But we also have Bravekin Duo, but I guess is also like specifically good in the Valiant deck and nowhere else. So if you were to move off of red into like a white green deck, this card will be less good. So they're almost like both red cards in that sense. There are a lot of cards in this set that are like that, where they're a monocolored card, but they feel more like a card that's like a 2-color card because it wants to go into an archetype. So take the Captain. We get another Teapot Slinger. The stats say really high. I don't think this card's that good. Especially not in our deck. Another late Plume Creed Mentor. I think Blue, White, and Otters are the early losers as far as the archetypes go. The card seems really good, though. But also, Tree Guard Duo. This card's really good, folks. Don't pass this card late. This card's insane. I guess checking this Slinger. This card's, like, fine, I suppose. Mentor's really good. Target stuff, too. I feel like if we had taken both Mentors, we could have maybe, like, pivoted a little bit. But, whatever. Alright, pretty bad pack. We don't care about gaining life. We don't care about spells. Nothing else here is super exciting. Denial would have been good if we were blue-white. Let's take the Denial. I don't think we're going to end up blue-white. We've already passed a lot of blue cards, but... Pathmaker does not table. This is pick number 8. We'll take the Pathmaker. I don't think we'll play more than one of them, but... And a bunch of crap, sure. So yeah, we're solidly red-white. This is fine. Folks, come on. Some insane duos here. Tree Guard Duo is insane. I think it's in the running for best green common, honestly. I think this card's that good. And this duo is pretty good too, but we'll take it. If we open up a green rare, maybe we'll play it. Provisioner's fine. Probably won't play it. Man, 2 really good uncommons late here. The Mentor and the Crab. Jeez. It's pretty wild. And run away. Alright, well, pack 3. What do we... Oh my god.
Obviously, he went back into his mouse hole, so,
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Here I am. I'm back. Welcome. Yeah, this card's busted. I don't know what to tell you. This is just like a super insane mouse rare. 3/3/3, pumps the mice, makes an equipment. Yeah. Also an insane rabbit rare, too. Phineas Ace Archer. 3 rare pack. Look at all this. It's an embarrassment of riches. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we could end up green white, but yeah, this is obviously an easy. It's funny, if we hadn't opened this, we would have considered this maybe, but yeah, I mean, this is just insane. Slam Mabel, and we are now officially completely mice all the way through and through. Our curve is pretty bad, actually. We're like desperate for 2 drops. Holy shit. Alright, we are now in take 2 drops over anything stage. The 2 drops here aren't great. The Scribe is, like, just pretty mopey. The Charger's, like, fine. I think Charger's better than Scribe. But I think that, like, we have so many format of things to do that, like, we're unlikely to offspring this. There's a Blast, too. Jesus. I'm taking the Blast. We'll table one of these. These cards are too bad. We'll table one of them. Take the Blast. Builder's Talent, Strike, Charger, sure. Alright, Slam, Charger. We gotta lower the curve here by, like, a lot. By a lot. So, basically, we're taking any card that costs 2 or less over anything. Unfortunately, there are none of those here. Head of Homestead's pretty good, but again, our curve is just super high. That being said, it's like that or the Captain. Oh, man. I mean, Captain is just good. I feel like we're really lacking in Valiant things. We have a lot of targeted things, not much else. Alright, sure. We were going to cut a lot of 4 drops, but more 2s. I'll take a 2 over anything, sure. Raccoon Rallier is not great. It is actually, honestly, at its best, probably, in the Valiant deck, even though it's a Raccoon, which is kind of weird. But it's 2 drop, and we are absolutely desperate for 2 drops, so we're taking it. So, take the Rallier. Think we should have taken some 2s earlier. We should not be going into pack 3 like this, like, dying desperate for 2 drops. We can cut the Sword, Slinger... Witness. Another Banishing Light. And no 2 drops. Where are we? I'm gonna take the Banishing Light, but like we don't really want that many removal spells in our deck, you know? It's kind of a weird deck now. Alright, sure. Like Forerunner, Pathmaker, 2 Captains. Dude, what is going on? Where are the cheap creatures? Where are we? Yeah, we're like Boros control. I mean, that homestead is good. Like, I don't want the banner, do I? No, just split two types. Still no two. We're done. There's no more 2-drops. Alright, that's really done. Alright, take Trapper. Feather of Flight. I mean, it's good in Urdak, but... Oh, no. Alright. Alright, Scribe Table. No 2-drop, thank God. Okay. Alright, so, a little bit sloppy. I think I got lost in the sauce a little bit this draft. You really got to pay attention to your curve, period, just in general. But especially in a deck like this, you want to have like 2 1-drops and like 8 2-drops. And we have a very low amount of 2-drops. So let's take a look. We got 25 playables here. We ended up with 1, 2, 3. We have 4 2-drops. It's not very good, but sure. We do a lot of removal spells, I guess. We have Double Blast, Triple Banishing Light. And we have some, cards that make multiple tokens as well and stuff. But players, Mabel. We're going to cut... is it Head of Homestead or Provisioner? I guess we keep the head. The head seems good. We have a rabbit response. We have the what's it called? Where is it? The Harvest Strike Host. Yeah, Prisoner sucks. All right, so I guess this is our deck. I think we're okay. I think we salvaged a bit, but I think our curve is pretty ugly, and we're going to see that in the games, unfortunately. I can't change. There we go. Oh, cool. Alright, sweet. So let's add some lands. Even split on lands. Our first mouse deck. And what do we think, folks? Alright, you know what time it is. It's prediction time. Time to place your bets. What do you think 7 wins, yay or nay? Our first mouse deck. We got some good rares. It's a little messy, though. I'm not going to lie. It's on a clean ride. But our first mouse deck. Place your bets. What do you think 7 wins, yay or nay? We are in Gold 2. Draft 5. Bronze to Mythic. Let's do this. We got believers. I feel like timid believers, but chat, coming out with me. We drew a 2-drop. We're super happy. 2-drop and 2 4-drops. This card also is just totally insane. This is a really, really good card. I guess we're actually going to light on creatures, so like it's going to miss sometimes, but that's fun. We can do it. Karn's done, yeah. Me and Karn wanted to walk this morning. Again, I'm home alone this week. So Nicole and John and Cassian are on the road right now with Grandma and Grandpa. They're in the car. Nicole's in chat. Nicole, where are you right now? Where are you on your journey? They left last night about like 11 o'clock p.m. Driving down to South Carolina to visit family for like 9 days. So I'm home alone for 9 days. 9 days of me just hanging out.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
It's going to be freaking great. Set up my new computer. Going to get the house cleaned up. I'm super excited about it. All right, so we draw a Scribe. We actually have a Embarrassment of Riches at 2. We're going to play the Scribe first as a bit of a late game card. And we have no 3-drop. We have a Removal Spell or Elder, so... Nicole is almost at the North Carolina-South Carolina border. Almost there, geez. So, we see a Nettle Guard, a card that we wish we had. Honestly, it's a Mouse Valiant card. We got a land, and we'll just swing here. I would happily trade if they don't give me the option. They don't. Play an Elder. So we have to take out a trash. Not going to cast that yet. I think ideally we draw a land and play Forerunner. But we'll see. We also, you know what? Alright, they play a Bloomburrow Mentor. Alright, so haven't seen a blue-white deck actually yet. And they target this, and it's a 4/4. Jeez, wish I had blocked. Alright. That was pretty nasty. And we draw a non-land. Let's check out trash attacking. I think we actually want to play Captain first. Because you really want to try and trigger this before they can react to it. So, with a card like this, you really want to guarantee the value if you can, right? So if you can set it up in a way where you can play it, immediately get value before they can respond to it, that's like the best way to do it. If I just play this as I go, they cast a Banishing Light, we lost a lot of value. So, we draw land, obviously, but let's actually, this is a Raccoon. It's not a Raccoon, never mind. So, just kill this, and attack. We're not going to try and leave back a blocker because of a Valiant, we can't block anyway, so. Land 4. We draw land next turn, we're definitely going to lose, but, you know, is what it is. We have hop to it in the response, but, again, we're seeing how clunky our deck is these 4s. They actually don't gift us here. So they kidnap the Warren Elder, which is a mind control, but it stuns it 3 times. They could have gifted me a card, but decided not to. Honestly, probably a wise choice, given that I'm stuck on lands here. We miss a land again, but we draw Banishing Light. We're just gonna Banishing Light instead. Because this thing is a disenchant anyway, we can save whatever I Banishing Light regardless. Let's do that. Keep the board empty, and try and draw some lands. There's a Kingfisher. Oh, it's better than that is. Feather of Flight. Alright, we're just ending right there. I mean, I guess like with the Raptor response, you can maybe steal a win, but this is not drawing your 4th land, having up to 4 drops. Alright. Attack for 4. They're just gonna pump? That's all they have to do?
Inconceivable!
How? They have so many cards in their hand. We still don't draw a thing. Let's actually Feather Flight here. So we're going to Feather Flight the Scribe, Rummage, and try and draw a land, play the Rallier, just fire up the response next turn. Let's Feather Flight on the Scribe. Let's trigger our Valiant ability.
But this was a Valiant campaign?
Yeah.
Let's just start the Forerunner. Because this is not going to matter in this game, I don't think. The game's going to end in 2 turns. And I'd rather have the power of this if we're going to do that. So, discard this. We draw a non-land. This ETBs. We draw a non-land. However, we're going to kill them next turn with the Rapid Response. We might even just kill them with the Blast, honestly. They're already at 6. Them doing nothing last turn was so insane for us. It's hard to find the words, honestly. There's 4 cards in their hand. Like, what could they possibly have at this point? Here's land number 7, and they didn't activate. Here's an Audible, Antics, and a Flashback. So they are dead to support, which they're dead. Oh my god, man. How the hell do we win this game? I just don't get it. I guess if they have Sharp, we're dead. But, alright. Let's just try and win the game. Fire up the Blast, give him a treasure. I guess he gives him a mana to possibly play our removal spell. We obviously we're set on board. We can't do anything else. I guess, hold on. We could just Banishing Light the Flyer. No, because they're going to untap. Well, this is going to untap, and they can activate. If they play a land, they can activate twice, too. So, yeah, we'll just do this. We're going to try and win. There's a chance they have an answer we lose, but I think it's fine. We have the Flyer, too, but whatever, so.
May I offer you a fish?
Alright. That was all really, really fast. Folks, I don't know how we won that game or why we won that game, but we won that game. Sure. Okay. Yeah. They just didn't do anything for like multiple turns. We'll take it, I guess. All right, folks. That one was brought to you by
Bravery comes in all sizes with Magic's upcoming Bloomburrow set, a world full of tiny tales and big adventure. All Bloomburrow pre-orders at CoolStuffInc.com, including singles, sealed products, commander decks, and bundles, come with a free exclusive Jim Davis Karnstruck token. Put your best paw forward and order now at CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Sorry about the sound effects being too loud. I was recording some stuff for Cassian, and I forgot to turn it down. I wish someone said something sooner. But I apologize. So it's all fixed now. We drew a 2-drop again. That's great. We drew like 2 of our 3 2-drops. Awesome. Did they flood? I mean, I guess. But like, just seems so crazy, you know? What's up, Hot Sizzle? How's it going, folks? Welcome. Bronze to Mythic. Roll away reset. Thanks so much. All right, we are once again. I should just think Offsprings. I think I should play the Elder first. A lot of value in Offspring in this with our go wide stuff. So playing the qualifier today? Nope. Today is the pre-release, which you could all play in, and then I'll be playing some constructed later. My goal is to stream for like 12 hours today and wrap up all my content before I leave. I'm not leaving for a pro tour. Before I stay home by myself and set up my new computer and stuff. So we see a Lunar Convocation, really good bat rare.
I just took the call and get
Little A little slower, though. We could just Banishing Light it, actually. It's a pretty interesting thought. So you can play a creature, Offspring, or just Banishing Light here. I have 2 other kill spells in my hand. I'm just going to Banishing Light this, honestly. It's a good card. It's like not as good if we're aggressive. We're not actually that aggressive, so...
Poor little buddy's gonna get eaten alive.
Alright. Black-white. Bats are pretty good. Here's a Life Creed duo. We draw the land. Cool. So, we're just going to jam. Probably Charger Offspring and then Rabbit Offspring. Let's attack first. And then the Elder's obviously insane here, too. Alright, so, let's Offspring.
Oh, hey, that's my kid.
And now we have next turn Offspring the Rabbit. And then we have 5 guys in play for our Pump on Elder, our removal spells, and everything else. Just pretty great. Duo's good. A Gate Blade Assassin, which is like an honorary bat. Plays pretty well in the bat deck. And they're going to kill my Elder. That's weird. Alright. So we're going to draw another land, unfortunately. We don't have any raccoons in our deck to mill with, right? Let's check our deck here. We have a Raccoon Rallier. We have 1 raccoon, so very unlikely to ever be able to rummage with this thing. So holding land's not as important. We're just gonna jam, right? I'm just gonna Offspring this thing, pump each one and attack for a bunch. Nah, but it's be a 2-1, a 3-2. No, 2-2. Hi! We're good. Rabbit.
Bring out the rabbit.
Alright.
First spitting image in more ways than one.
Alright, so we're gonna pump the Charger twice. Just attack for 4. Yep, that works good for me. Get in there, buddy. And ship it. 2 kill spells in hand. They're at 13. Our board is okay. They play a Starlit Soothsayer. End step, you gained or lost life a certain Surveil. I think it's like a filler card. And a Carrot Cake. Which is like fine. Makes a rabbit. Gain some life. It's not too bad against my my stuff. I gain another life here. Alright. I mean, 2 removal spells is pretty good. Probably just kill the assassin, kill the Soothsayer. Let's see what happens here. We draw Heartfire Hero. Unfortunately, we can't play all the things because we have not enough red. That sucks. Probably want to blast here. Kill the 2-2. So it's like, think about this. So this is a pretty common spot in Limited, right? We have a couple kill spells in our hand. We have some instants. They have a board. We have a board. No one's clearly ahead. So we got to figure out what do our attacks look like. You know, if we attack, what's going to happen? What do we want to do to make the blocks the worst possible for our opponent? And then possibly even set up a blowout. I could just like kill this thing, attack. But how can I set up for them to make a mistake? Which would be the cool thing to do. So we're going to first kill the Soothsayer. I think that part is clear. We're going to blast the Soothsayer with a treasure, with a gift.
Don't forget your gift bag.
They go 12. And then we're going to attack. Definitely the bigger creatures. Yeah, just these guys, right? And then they could double block with the assassin. That would get blown out by this. I guess the 1 trades with the Charger, which is kind of annoying, but is what it is. Yeah, this is fine. Honestly, not like great for us, but it's fine. It's not like this. Oh, that was stupid. They get to block here. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, folks. I looked like an hour ago. They're going to respect the trick, though. That's cool. All right, well, we probably don't deserve it. But we got some respect. Kill those. They take 1. I think we just kill this now. Because the life gain trigger is pretty annoying. Yeah, sure. That was a little sloppy, but whatever. Is what it is. Just woke up, you know? Shaking out the cobwebs. Land number 6. They have 7 mana and a Banishing Light. They're going to Banishing Light my Banishing Light, get their thing back. Oh, this is so bad for us. Alright, huge rips from our opponent. They get back their Lunar. The thing is, I guess they, like, don't have that much life to work with. They have the food. They crack the food immediately. That gains life. That'll make us lose the life. But they're not getting bats yet. So we want to pressure them as hard as possible because this is a card draw engine. And we'll also, with the duo in play, all they have to do is pay life and draw, and they get a token and gain a life back. They probably should have just paid the life, right? So it's a really weird card, kind of hard to play with. But they should have just paid the life rather than sack the food. And then... Oh, nope, I lied, never mind. Because the second ability on this is you have to gain life and lose life. It reads like, if you gain life, do this. If you lost life, do this. Second ability is both. Never mind, I lied. So, we draw a land, which is bad. We're just going to jam here. I can see an argument even for attacking with everything, just to get damage through. Because we want them to be at a lower life over this thing. They have one food left. We're just going to send. I think I would happily throw away the rabbit token here for an extra 3 damage. Or 4 damage, actually. Or maybe some more. Oh, that was a treasure. Man, I'm off today, folks. Woo, boy. Alright, sorry. I missed the treasure. Oh, that was a food. Yeah, sure. Alright. Well, some games you just, you're a little shaky. It is what it is. I'm Jim, welcome to Bronze Mythic. We'll shake it off. This game's been sloppy. They draw a land, but they have this freaking lunar thing. Yeah, we're gonna lose, I think. Like, if they just crank off a few cards here. Draw Moonrise Cleric. Good draw. And they are definitely doing the thing. We are definitely not really doing the thing. We are at 18, so we have time, but this is a card that you don't want to give them time. That was a good draw. Okay, sure.
Bingo! All right. A little rabbit? Wouldn't you rather have a big rabbit?
All right, so fire on our rabbit first. Any trade here is good for us. Damage is good, too. They're just going to chump. That's great. Alright, so play Head of Homestead, make some more rabbits, and now that's pretty good for us. They're going to lose life again in the end step. Interesting is, like, because they activated this on our turn, it makes it harder for them to use it on their turn when they want to lose the life. So, honestly, might not be right to draw a card end step there. Might be better just to main phase it. We've played this card a decent amount of Inconstructed. I think it was in our draft deck, too, actually, but we had a bad deck recently. So far, 5 drafts in. We've been frogs, bats, squirrels, and... Frogs, bats, squirrels, and otters. Alright, so they draw a Nocturnal Hunger. They give me a food rather than pay the life. And they pay the life to draw. So they should have just paid the life to draw first. There's some sequencing issues here on both sides, honestly. Obviously, as I always say, draw your card before you make a play. They play another Assassin. Their deck does seem pretty good, honestly. We draw land. Alright, well... Now, do we make any good attacks? I guess Rabbit for Assassin isn't that bad. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Their deck's pretty good. Yeah, their deck's definitely doing a lot of the right things, for sure. Triple block. Alright, we will happily kill the Cleric. Awesome. Ape, resub, thanks so much. Alright, Sego. We need some help here. I'm not gonna lie. We need to draw some gas. They have an engine. They're really popping off. The duo's giving them life. This is fueling their stuff. This is giving them cards. Just give them bats. Just give them more life. Yeah, this card's just taking over the entire game. There's a reason why we cast Banish Light on this card on turn 2, you know? But unfortunately, they crib my... And an Elder? Oh my god, man. Alright, so... I think we're dead here, folks. The mouse deck is kind of similar to your typical Boros aggro decks, where hit this point in the game where you're flooding a little bit, it's kind of hard to win, but we'll see. Here comes the Assassin all by itself. This is kind of a weird play. You just have like a free good block on it. Sure. Great trade for us, right? I mean, let's kill this. We're just going to crack our food. You have nothing to do with it, so... Like, they already gained the life. They didn't need to gain life on this thing, you know? Soothsayer, Surveil 1. Alright, I guess we're dead. Eighth land's the killer, folks. You're playing a Boros deck like this. Another assassin? Jeez. Again, probably should just run a card first, but... Oh, they're going to try and kill me. By Sorcerer Speed and the Elder. So, our opponent has not played particularly tight, but they have drafted very, very well. And their deck is excellent, and we're basically just dead, but... No blocks, so we block with a chance to win. Hope we draw something incredible here. Don't know what that could be, but... And they're paying life post-combat? They gain life? Yeah, makes sense, sure. Alright, yeah. And we draw... Alright, perfect. Complaint equity. Alright, yeah, we flooded really bad. Their deck was really, really good, though. I might have just lost anyway, honestly. But, alright. Tip your cap. Nice deck. Definitely a good one. Oh, no. We got a mulligan. If this thing actually, like, if we had a raccoon and we could loot, I would keep. Or if it's just like naturally looted, like, you know, like a fire prophecy, but we can't keep his hand. All right, we're gonna mulligan. Mulligan into a decent hand. We can keep this. Keep this and dump. Probably the blast. In the early game, we're not gonna treasure it, and it's just worse than banishing light and take out a trash. So, all right, not great, but is what it is. The host is really good, so that was a great draw. All right, there goes my hero.
Should have stayed in your little hole, houseboy.
Alright, so attack for 1. And now we have a vessel for our Valiant stuff, which is great. So our host can ETB and pump our hero. This is not how I'd expect a mouse mirror to go. But I imagine something's going on here. But we're still going to make our play, so... We found the only mouse deck with a curve worse than ours. Alright, I guess. This is what I was saying about this card not getting value. Sure. This can't be your first play of a game, folks. This is not how Limited works these days, alright? You cannot play, not play a 2-drop or 3-drop. You don't spend your mana on turn 2 and... Honestly, that game will look pretty shitty, right? Like, oh, whatever, but like, that game's a pretty good lesson, alright? Folks, you absolutely must cast a spell on turn 2 and 2 and 3 in Modern Day Limited. You cannot take 2 turns off and ever hope to win the game, ever. So, PSA, we'll take it. Alright, this is more what we were expecting when our deck was laid out. No 2-drop or 3-drop, but some kill spells, I guess. I mean, we can't mulligan this, so... Planes go. Head of Homestead. Alright, Boros Control. Let's do this, right?
Bingo!
These lands. Assassin. Dead. Oh, not dead, actually. This is a Booming Blast. 2 damage is not a lot, you know? Alright, so another bat deck, it looks like. Fabled Passage on 3. Awkward. Here comes the Assassin. Drain 1. This thing is hitting, it's great. It's obviously can run into stuff, but... They play a Bravekin Duo. It's not a great card in like a black-white deck. Don't want to kill this. I have no 3-drop, unfortunately. I'm just going to Banishing Light this thing. I'm just going to take my turn. This is a pretty low-value card in a vacuum, but really, really good in the Valiant deck, obviously. We don't know if they are the Valiant deck yet. It looks like they're just black-white, so I'm going to assume it's not that good. Get rid of this guy.
Get off my plane.
Like a fetch, sure.
In this game of cat and mouse.
Alright, sig up. Sloppy mousies.
It's only a little mouse.
Take 1. 17. Nothing again? What are people doing these days? I don't understand. Alright, so we gotta assume they have a removal spell here and they wouldn't just like not have anything at all. We do have the host and the homestead, which is great. We're just going to play captain here. It's probably going to die, but I think that the host is more important. I mean, we want to play something. So, yeah, I'll just play captain. Play our little captain guy. Beginning combat, pumps itself for nothing, obviously. It's a 4-3. Do they have a flash creature or just stone nothing? Okay. Just still stone nothing. The Forerunner. That's so good, but alright. So Forerunner obviously is insane with our captain. Any way you can target a thing without spending mana and get a value trigger with no mana is insane, because you can just like play this thing at value immediately, which is awesome. But like, they just have 5 mana up and 4 cards in their hand. They have to have a kill spell of some kind or something, right? So we can't just play this and try and target it. I guess we can just play the host, because now I have a better creature that I want to live. So we'll just host and try and attack, I guess. I mean, it's an attack for 5. They might have like the 4 damage to attacker or blocker, but like whatever. We're not going to just sit here and do nothing. Like, certainly something very amiss, you know? Like, this is a game you should be treading very, very lightly in. Because like, whether it's a Wrath or like some tricky removal spell or some weird rare, something weird is happening here. And even if you can't figure out exactly what it is, you can try and hedge and figure out. You try and hedge, you know, and stuff. So, here we go. You have 4 damage spell. Alright, so there's Sonar Strike, sure. That's fine. Just a 1-for-1, not the end of the world. We got the Homestead here, which will draw a card off this thing next turn. Because multiple rabbits will be ETBing. Here's land 6. A Starlit Soothsayer. Which is not very good with that life gain, obviously. We draw a Pathmaker. Alright, so we're just going to Pathmaker and probably not attack, honestly. I guess we could attack and try and like break up a double block. But again, we have their hand as weird stuff, right? So like, what are weird things that they couldn't be playing? What cards would be rotting in their hand right now? It's a really important question to ask yourself at a weird spot like this. So a Wrath, not likely but possible. Removal spells, I'd be able to kill this. Combat tricks, that's a likely one, right? So if I attack in the double block and I go for a trick, they likely re-trick me. And if I don't go for a trick at all, I just trade 2 for 1 on a card that I really, really want to keep in play. So, like, I just think we're not even going to attack here. We're just going to chill. It's tough because we're so ahead on cards, too. It's, like, hard to even, like maybe it's just fine. Also, if I have to play this, that I can't do other things, I'm just not going to attack. I'm just going to play Pathmaker as I go. Just going to chill. Doing nothing is great. It's fun doing nothing. When you want to do nothing. We draw a Blooming Blast. Sure. So, we're likely to kick these. It is possible they're color screwed, but I say pretty unlikely. This is not really like a multicolory format. And end step, they are going to Saber. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense, right? So, again, as the game goes on, you're trying to answer these burning questions like, what the hell is happening? Why are they doing these things? And that makes sense, right? It's a removal spell. I couldn't kill a creature I haven't bled. Cool. They couldn't kill this. They couldn't kill this thing. They couldn't kill this thing. That card makes a lot of sense. And now they're going to Cruel Claws heist me? Oh, boy.
And check out this gift bag.
So they're going to Thought Seize me, and then they can play the card they steal. Honestly, the Head Homestead's pretty good for them. But, alright, that's pretty juicy. I guess the Forerunner's not bad either. Oh, actually, hold on. That's actually terrible for us. They can Forerunner and then target it. That's not good. Alright, well, we have this Blast, and we have his Daedalus Vanishing Light and stuff. It'll be fine, I guess, but... Alright. Banishing Light is an opponent controls. So we can't Banishing Light the Forerunner and then draw our third Banishing Light and then Banishing Light our own Banishing Light to get it back. That'd be pretty cool. Take 2. And let's see if they want to be smart here and wait. Try to get value off of it. I guess that doesn't work because it's still sorcery speed. At least I cast it, sure. We draw a land, which is great. Land's a good draw there. So now we're just going to kill the Forerunner so they don't get any value off of it. We could just kill the duo, but then if they draw anything at targets, it's not worth it. Just gonna kill it. We're way ahead on cards, just not taking any stupid stuff here. So I'll kill this, and then we're going to Treasure. Sean, we're going to kill the flyer, I think. We need to cast it so it goes away. So, we'll just attack for 3. And we'll Baja blast the Soothsayer, gifting a treasure.
Hey, check out this gift bag.
It is possible they are splashing and color screwed. There's an off-color card in their hand. I think very unlikely. This is not a very splash-heavy format, unless you're green. So, here's a Wax Wayne Witness. Good card. Big fan of this card. Attack for 1. You got it. All right, but now I get to fire up my my Head of Homestead and trigger our host 1,000,000 times and go bananas.
Bring out the rabbit.
You. Make tokens. You again. And you again. So, second resolution, we draw a card, which is awesome. No way they have a removal spell here. No way. Alright, they're going to Parting Gust. Another card that makes sense, right? So now, all the questions have been answered. Their hand was Parting Gust and Savor. Cards I just couldn't really use that well. They have another Forerunner? They have their own Forerunner. Oh my god. Alright. That's bad. I'm going to be really sad if we lose this game. I'm not going to lie. Here's an Orator. This is now 4/5. They attack for 2. They auto-tap it into white. That's a good tell. I just didn't notice that. Alright. I mean, this is still pretty good for us. We have Rapid Response, so let's blast down the Duo. I guess we have no attacks. We'll blast down Duo and then just, like, play Kicker this thing and set up for a response next turn. I think that's fine. Any attacks valid here? Swing Out's pretty bad. They have 2 blockers that are pretty good, so yeah, whatever. Just gonna kill this thing. Just kill this thing. Right. Shoot, jeez, man. Freaking ridiculous. All right. Anyway. Alright, so. Distractions. Why couldn't Karn go with them, you know? So we're gonna kick our Charger. Yeah, we have to kill the Targeter. We can't let them get a trigger. We could just go super wide and control go for response next turn, but we're just gonna kill this, so. Let's kill this, gift treasure. Give 12. Play this thing, Offspring.
He is exactly like you in every way, except 1/8 your size.
Maybe just say go with a response up next turn. It was 6 creatures. Feeling pretty good here. They have a food, so they're effectively at 15. Okay. That's really, really aggressive. I mean, I want my response to play. I'm just not going to block. Sure. What do you got? If they had sorted out completely, they probably have the Wrath, I agree, but they didn't, so... We probably can't beat a Wrath here, obviously. They're going to crumb and get it. They whiffed! God, you'd love to see a whiff there. And crack the food. Alright, they get in for a lot. But now they gotta be dead on board, right? Maybe not, actually. They block 2 things. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. I guess it's a little short, actually. They have 2 in the air. They have enough to return an Orator, too. Maybe just chill for a turn. We could die in the air if they draw a Pump Spell. But we'll just chill for 1 turn and get the next turn, I guess. Yeah, if I swing out and they block 2 things. They take 3, 6, 9, 12. These are treasures, not food. They look like food. Yeah, the tokens they said are not very good. These are treasures. It's very unclear. The food and the treasures both look very, very hard to tell. So, yeah, we're going to jam two things. So, yeah, we'll kill him next turn. Save it up for the big swing. Block 3, take 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah. Don't draw out on me here.
Give me what I want! That's not what I want! Give me what I want!
Well, that was about best possible they could have had, I would say, in the entire format. I punted. I should upkeep this. I don't even know, honestly. Now we're just dead. All right, that's gross. Yeah, just no cards in hand. Drew best possible card in the format to draw there, probably. I guess there are cards that kill us, but, like, yeah, I guess we're dead. They managed to put, from one draw step, they put 4 creatures in play. 4.
Fool of a took.
I guess. All right, you win. Maybe they won't block. Yeah, I mean, I think our play is totally correct, but they just drew a pretty sick rare. So, them's the breaks, I guess. That's a tough one, folks. I'm not going to lie. That one stings a little. That one definitely stings a little. We beat like, you know, 95% of the cards in the format there or whatever. It's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Whatever. Not a big deal. Is what it is. No, I didn't have fun. All right. No more rips, please. All right. Our hands. We missed like a 2-drop, obviously. But we have players into Forerunner and Trigger immediately. And we drop a 2-drop. Hell yeah. All right. Now we're cooking. We're good. All right. So here's Charger. Coming in. Kill it. Great. Love it. This is like one of the worst creatures in my deck, so like that exchange. Star with Soothsayer. Sure. I think this card's pretty bad, folks. Windrake is not a good Magic card in here in 2024, the year of our Lord, you know? So, we play players. If they tap out, we can play the Forerunner and target it immediately, which is awesome, and get immediate value, which is great. They attack for 2. Definitely an interesting song and dance in these mouse decks of trying to figure out like how many Valiant triggers to have, how many Valiant cards to have. It's cool art, yeah. It's a pretty cool bat.
Because you were the best of us.
Take 2. What are you thinking about? They got a fountain port too. All right, it's fun. Forerunner. We got our captain. Mon Capitan. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the U.S.
What bats? Lost away.
That's frightened me.
What the hell's going on here, Broccoli Beef? Broccoli Beef. You ever hear the Picard and Data song? Who's heard the Picard and Data song? Raise your hand in chat. It's good. It's really... Maybe we'll watch it after this. It's really, really good. I haven't heard it in a while. What the hell is going on? It's like turn 4. Like, are you attacking for 2 in the air or not? Like, why would you not attack for 2 in the air? You know, like, I don't understand what's happening here. Like... I guess it might be a discount. I think it's like the attack, then not attack is like, doesn't seem like a discount, but I guess I'll go find the Picard song, cue it up while we're waiting.
Have you ever...
No, shut up, Jim. Here we go. I got it. Did phone die or something? All right. Someone, I'll write that down. I should have a disconnect emote. All right, I'm just going to go for it. And now they get priority back again? Oh, my God. Yeah, I should have, like, one of those, like, you know, like, the little, like, Xbox disconnected. That should be a fun little meme thing. Someone check on Broccoli Bee. What's up, Zach Coast TV? First time chatter, welcome. Like it's like a little Xbox disconnect. Ever see that meme with Alexander Ovechkin in the playoffs where he like doesn't back check and it's the whatever. I'm just going too deep here. All right, I'm going too deep. All right. Oh my god! And now they're back, and now I'm gonna get punished. No. All right. Well, our trick worked. I never would have done that if they had like just naturally passed priority, obviously, but. It works. We get our first card off it, which is great. They seem to be back. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm lost. That worked. Jeopardy's music on a soundboard. It can't be the exact Jeopardy music at all. I'll copyright it, but it's a good idea. Yes. I think I was already written down. I have a folder, folks. This is my soundboard folder of things I want to add. All right. I have a lot to do this week. It's going to be a busy week. They play Camila, the Seed Miser.
You're going to love my nuts. Watch this.
3 mana for it, 3/3 menace. Squirrels have menace. Sacrifice of food, make a squirrel. 2 mana forage, put a counter on each squirrel you control. So they can make a squirrel right now? Sure. We can target multiple things this turn. I guess we'll just captain and target the hero and target the forerunner. This has to attack, though. And they can sacrifice a squirrel. So they can forage and put a counter on each other squirrel. Like this can't pop itself, which is important to note, too. So, let's play captain. Hell yeah, slap chop.
Wait a minute, the squirrel has friends.
Alright. They are going to... They keep stopping before combat. No, they do have it. Oh, they killed my guy. All right, we got a card off it at least, but... All right, so we're going to target the hero. Will they double block? They might. I think it's fine, though. And then we'll attack up both of these. And untap the 3/3. So we can't do this again. They take 4 if they block and trade. So we would trade this for 2 1/1s and 4 damage. I think it's worth it. So go to the face. This card's really good. This is just an excellent card. They're at 8, we're at 18. Our hand's pretty good. We have a 2-for-1 and a 3-for-1, sort of. Kind of.
Duck season. Rabbit season.
2 cards in hand, 6 mana up. Where do their cards go? Like, that's pretty good. Elmer season. What?
Don't touch that squirrel's nuts.
What's going on here, Broccoli Beef? FUD season? I already finished my rogue. Finished my rogue for the day. Pile Diver pre-release is today. For all you YouTube folks, you missed it. But I do it every set. The Saturday after release, we do a pre-release. It's a lot of fun. It is a free event, 4 rounds, held on my Discord. Free for Twitch subs and YouTube members. And while we're waiting for our opponent, I'll just put it up on screen. Here, boom, there it is. This is happening today. It's 4 rounds arena, free to play. There are gift card prizes from CoolStuffInc.com and more prizes as well. It's a lot of fun. And obviously, again, if you're watching on stream right now, this is happening in about an hour. And if you're watching on YouTube, this happens every set on the Saturday after the release. They just do nothing and say, I don't know what's going on here, folks. They're just like timing out or something. But Cast Pathmaker. Where's Joan? The face edit? What do you mean? I'm the bat. You can't tell?
There are a lot of bats.
Bat?
Alright, resolves. Yeah, I mean, you know, those phone connections, I guess. Alright, so we'll send in the players, I think. I guess I would offer captain for Kamal. And they may token in theory. We gotta play like they're still here, so. Alright, whatever. I don't know what the hell's going on, folks. So we'll take the W. You never know what's going on behind that screen, you know? One more win to platinum. I would love to be platinum in 5 drafts. That'd be great. All right, we're going to keep. I guess we can always rabbit on 3 and loot, but this is fun. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Come cheer up, my lads. Come cheer up, my lads. All you YouTube folks who watch the Data and Picard video in the break, you should go watch it if you haven't. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Next gen best Star Trek series? I agree. I agree. Engage! Some folks try to be hipsters and say Deep Space Nine, but it's next generation. Put the link in the description. Type in Data and Picard in YouTube, you can find it. It's literally the first video. The video is just called Data and Picard, so you can't miss it. Oh yeah, Mabel! I forgot we had this card. Alright, hopefully we draw land. That'd be cool. Set phasers to mind blown. I need more Star Trek on the soundboard, so I need. Alright, life green duos here. We got more bats. Been bats for days. Unfortunately, we missed a land drop. That's not good. Alright. I mean, we really need to draw land. We have a mouse and a rabbit, so this will pump one of them. But, like, it's pretty hard to use the equipment with no mana, so I think just, like, running lands would be ideal. Is like the internet down in the country or something like that? What's going on? All cell phone towers broken? Like, it's cool art. What art is that? It's pretty cool looking. Yeah. They're playing at Beef Broccoli's house. Here's Harvest Right host. Alright. That card's pretty good. We don't draw land. Come on, man. Not like this. I mean, I guess us drawing 4-drop is pretty fitting for what our deck is. But I'm just going to jam. There's no other block here. This card's awesome. Our deck's obviously full of combat tricks. They block, we'll shame scoop. How many lands? 16. Standard for best of 1. Yeah, no blocks. No blocks. Raise your hand, chat, if you like that bluff. Gotta get scrappy and win these games, you know? That was 4 free damage. You might need it. "'Tis better to've loved and lost." I guess so catchy. Cindering Cutthroat. Not a very good card in a bat deck, typically. We draw a land. Alright, so we might actually just Banishing Light and get aggressive here again. Because, like, this is a much less valuable creature. They're more likely to block with it and call the bluff. And we can't run the bluffs again. They think, and, like, in theory, the whole thing about bluffing is, like, wherever you bluff in a game of Magic, or I guess in poker or anything, you're telling a story. And the story has to be consistent, right? So, like, if I were to just not attack this turn, I guess I could have a +2/+2 effect, maybe. I don't want to trade. But, like, it's sort of like, why do you attack this turn, you know? So, it's still in their mind that we have a combat trick. Until we tell them otherwise, basically. So, and reset makes so much. We're just Banishing Light here. Banishing Light, kill this. Get it first 4. And then maybe we can Mabel or Rabbit Response. Or honestly, if we just like draw land and go Rabbit kicked into Rabbit, you might win the game that way too. So all right. I mean, we're trying here. Trying to get a scrappy win. We are definitely scrapping it up. Duo's annoying. So far they've played a pretty motley crew. They played a bat. They played a rabbit, and they played a lizard, and now they have a hop to it. Hop to it, pretty insane to both the host and the duo. That might seal it for us here. All right, well, we drew a land. We can loot. Shit, man. All right, yeah, sure.
Oh, hey, that's my kid.
Yeah, I mean, them playing 3 blockers and gaining and drawing a card and gaining 3 life is like probably the worst thing that could happen to us. But all right, I think we go here and here and jam. We're gonna loot, discard this guy. All right, we're gonna go here. the life they've gained this game. So far they've gained like 5 life this game. This game would be much different if they were at 4. This is a tough one. This is our match for freaking platinum too. Oh, come on. Life gain's cheating, I agree.
There are a lot of bats.
Jolly Gerbils gain a life. We're like... Oh, man. They give us a food and draw a card.
Wait a minute. Does this mean you like my present?
3, 4. This puts us to 1. 4, 8. Oh, man. Oh, we're so close to winning. Even if I chump block here. Like, the thing is, if I chump block here, I don't think we can actually win the game anymore. You know, like, they just have 5 creatures in my 2, and we're at 3. Whereas if they just don't... There's never not blocking next turn, you know? So, like, the rabbit response can't win the game by itself. And then I don't know what we can draw that would actually win the game. And we're definitely dead to the flyer. I mean, I guess we have a food, too, but... Oh, man. I guess we could, like, block, draw land, go Mabel plus food, maybe. Mabel's token, Vigilant Trample Haste, equip 2. Alright, yeah, we're going to block. And then hopefully draw land. Yeah, alright, this sucks, but sure. Stay very good draw from our opponent. Missed land drop for us. We draw land. Okay. So we get to go Mabel, attack for 3. Have 2 blockers back. And the food. And then maybe just try and squeak it across. We need to gain the... Yeah, we need to stack the food, so... Have to keep attacking, because we do actually win the game. Block... Like... Our blocks are bad, too, though. Oh, man, our blocks are bad. Block 1, 2, 3. Take 3 and die. We need the food. This has been a tough game. We're just behind, you know. They just, like, had really, really good plays basically every turn. And we just, like, stumbled for a turn or two. Scribe stays back. Alright. I hate this, but I guess we're supposed to go. We're dead to literally anything. Okay, if they sneeze, we're dead. But... It does look like Mabel's holding the sword in the picture. So I agree, she should probably come pre-equipped, but... Just freaking kill me already. Alright, attack step. They're just gonna attack with everything and have freaking rabbit response. The savage slow roll. Oh my god, man, come on.
Yeah.
Alright, take 1. They chickened out. Down 2. Sure. If they attacked all, it's just dead, right? Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Alright, so we're at 3. We draw land. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, it's tough. I don't think our deck is great. We had some tough games, though. For sure. Response. Yeah, we're super dead in the air. We have Banishing Light. It's good vigilance, too, right? So we can, in theory, put this on here, attack for 5. We get the Valiant, too, I guess. And then Banishing Light the Flyer. We're still probably super dead, but whatever. I should not bet the land first, but... Alright, sure. Let's target here. We'll discard the captain, Mon Capitan. Draw Blooming Blast. That's kind of cool. Wait, what? Oh, it's only +1/+1. 13. It is a tiny mouse sword, I suppose. Alright, no blocks. Alright, let's get the flyer. Say go. They still have 4 spells in their hands, so it's like... Still a real long shot, but we're going to keep battling. Whatever. Alright, yeah, I mean, our deck's not great. Games are kind of tough, honestly. But, no, I want to talk about everything, sure. Alright, is what it is. Our first bad draft, it went 3-3. Unfortunately, on the precipice of Platinum, would like to have won that last match. And end of draft in Platinum, but it is what it is. Let's check out our stats. Alright, so first bad draft. We definitely, I think we got a little lost in the sauce this draft. So our first time drafting mice, we just made the mistake of not watching our mana curve the entire draft. And like, there were definitely spots, we kind of realized it in pack 3, which is too late. There were definitely spots late in pack 1 and even in pack 2 where like we were taking, you know, Bramble Guard captains and whatever else. And should have been taking whatever random 2-drop. This is the kind of deck where you want to have like 2 1-drops, 8 2-drops, you know, a decent amount of 3s and a couple 4s, and then mostly tricks. And our deck was way too clunky, unfortunately. We were a little in between like the Rabbit stuff and the Valiant stuff also. Rabbit stuff just like looking more appealing, honestly. I'm not a believer yet on the mouse deck, but it was only our first draft. But yeah, so there you go. We'll try it again. See what happens. All right. So episode 5 is in the books for all you Bronze Mythic fans. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate your support. Thanks so much.